agipas mwabonyele chibomba chiga
Child, that did not age well at all. Oh my goodness, that was uncomfortable. Anyway, hi guys, it's Hope K. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the part 2 of the Keke Palmer thing. In this video, we'll be discussing, are men secretly jealous of women? Because we've been complaining for so long that they move mad. Why do they move mad though? Maybe they are secretly jealous of us. Like, what is going on with them? And also, what happens when women date down, so to speak? Should you be dating a dusty? When is it acceptable for you to give a dusty a chance? Because Keke gave a dusty a chance and that did not work well for her. So should we even be doing it at all? What is a dusty? What does it look like? These are the types of things we're going to figure out in this video. But as usual, remember to not send hate to any of the people that are featured in the video in any way. We're just human and we're trying really hard, and sometimes we flopped. Have grace. Without further ado, let's get into it.
See, I hate to be a I told you so ass, but didn't I tell y'all to never help a man when he down, because all he gonna do is resent you for it later on? All he's gonna do is feel emasculated. And now we're seeing that unfold with Keke Palmer and her baby father. Didn't I tell y'all that he was a bum on the podcast? Didn't I say that? I told y'all that he was a bum and she was doing everything for him. And that never works out. It never works out in the woman's favor, because when you do everything for a man, you make more money than him, you put him on, you give him a job, whatever you do. When you help a man when he's down, when he get back up, all he's going to do is resent you for helping him out, and he's going to feel emasculated. And an emasculated man is a dangerous man, because now he got to do something to show his masculinity. He going to cheat or he going to put his hands on you. I'm telling you. And now we see it all unfolding with Keke Palmer and her boyfriend. I told y'all that he was a bum. I told y'all that she put that boy up. I told y'all this. And I'm not saying, oh, I said it, but I'm just saying, like, this is a perfect example why you never help a man when he's down, because he will resent you for it later on and show his ass.
I told y'all women, these men are dangerous. I'm being honest. These men be jealous. You getting all the attention, you shining, everybody love you. They in a dark place. Bad spirits be inside these people. Jealousy is very, very powerful these days. You know, a man hitting on a woman, they think it's okay. Like the brick girl. A lot of men condone it just because she talking. A man so weak, he can't walk away. Can't walk away. Leave her alone, man. It's a bunch of women out here in the world. Find somebody else. You got a child by this woman, man. That what kind of example? That what kind of influence? You want to show your son that I hit on his mama, abuse his mama, because I can't make her do something? But all you can do is just find somebody else, leave her alone, let her be happy, let her be free. She independent, she's strong. You need her, she don't need you. You taking all the shine from her. You want the clout from her. She deserves better than that. Way better than that. I'm for real. Y'all men, get it together. You real soft. Any man that condone this, he don't need no wife or no daughters or no kids. He'll turn them kids into him.
When I was growing up, my mom was not allowed to do her hair or her nails. She was not allowed to go out with men. She was not allowed to get jobs where she had to interact with men a lot. My mom is a very pretty woman. My dad is not a very good-looking man. She wasn't even allowed to have celebrity crushes. Her favorite rapper is Tupac. He hates when she brings her up. And I think y'all need to understand that these policing of women are literally precursors to abuse, and they're abuse themselves. Emotional, financial abuse is a precursor to physical violence. And although my father has not been physically abusive, it wouldn't surprise me. So when y'all were kikiing when Mr. Incel was saying that outfit you a mom though, and now finding out that he's physically abusive, an employee who's physically abusive to the woman that even brought him into the spotlight, I need y'all to eat the words y'all were saying on Twitter, and I need y'all to really look at yourselves, because these same comments are the same reason why women want to stay away from y'all.
Why did Keke Palmer stay so long with that abusive man? And why did she have a baby with him? If you haven't heard by now, Keke Palmer has come out with allegations and proof of abuse from her ex-boyfriend and the father of her child. She has filed for sole custody of the child. She's gotten sole custody of the child. There's been leaked video screenshots of him abusing her. And the first thing I want to say about this situation is the truth is being a victim of domestic abuse doesn't have a look. Some of the most outspoken, confident women deal with abuse in silence. And oftentimes, abusers actually intentionally target women like that. Women who have things going for themselves. Women who are successful and slowly over time work on breaking them down. Second thing I want to say, and this is so important, it is a known fact that on average, it takes a woman about 7 tries before she actually is able to leave an abusive situation. I learned this in my time that I spent with the Bahamas Crisis Center. So the question is like, why did she stay so long? Why did she have a baby with him? Those questions don't help anyone. Show grace to Keke Palmer and other women like her. I don't think people realize the way that abuse and trauma can alter your brain and affect how you make choices. It's indeed a thing. And what I also want to say is nobody needs to hear how it can never be you. It's so interesting how people think they're above abuse. Listen, 9.9 times out of 10, when an abuser comes into a person's life or a woman's life, they don't come waving the red flag telling them I'm an abuser. It never starts that way. It starts like a normal relationship, romantic, sweet. And in most cases, it is gradual. So please, let's also not start the victim blaming of she should have seen it. She should leave sooner. Also, let's not start with no narrative of anyone's doing this to set up a man or pull down men or for attention. Because the truth is, women are rarely supported or rarely fully supported when they expose their abusers. When it comes to naming your abuser publicly, unfortunately in this society, in most cases, the cons outweigh the pros. And I applaud any woman and any person that finds the bravery to one, not only leave, but to publicly name your abuser. It is much harder than a lot of us would like to think.
You could tell that man envied her simply by the way he reacted on social media because she was out having fun at a concert with Usher. Not only that, there's literally old tweets of him, which are probably deleted now because they resurfaced, of him basically degrading women down. And we don't even have to factor that into the equation either if you don't want. We all know who Keke Palmer is and what she's known for doing. We can't say the same for Mr. Jackson. Your name is reduced to Keke Palmer's baby father. And now that he's seeing that, I'm sure he feels some sort of way. But that's not warranted for him to put hands on Keke Palmer. But what do you expect from an insecure man with a woman that's very secure in herself and her career?
I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm convinced that men are jealous of pretty women. I remember I used to have this one friend, and every single time that a bad would walk past him, he would give the girl a dirty look. Then he'll start ranting to me. Yo, why is she dressing like that? Does she not have any self-respect? One wipe and it's all over. Bet she looks dead without makeup. Now she's defo a hoe. She's definitely a hoe. Girls like this are the reason why I'm afraid to have a daughter. You. Like, all she did is walk past you and be pretty. And all of a sudden she's a hoe. She has 10 kids. She has no self-respect. She doesn't know how to cook. Like, who told you this information, bro? Who told you this information? And these guys will only do it to girls that are evidently bad. Like, has anyone else ever experienced their male friends do this? I am fully convinced that men are just jealous of pretty women. Like, I'm convinced. No one can tell me otherwise.
Y'all black men, you talk about black women hair. You talk about their makeup every day. What about them bald spots in your head? What about that Dr. Phil haircut? What about your hairline going so far back? What about the beer bellies? Nobody want to talk about that. What about the skinny jeans? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all big men wearing skinny jeans, stomach going over the pants. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Won't you change yourself and your size and the way you look? And maybe a woman will change herself for you. Some of y'all men acting just like you want to be the better woman. I guess you mad because she wear better than you. I guess you mad because everybody says you look good and nobody never told you that you look good because you don't look good enough for nobody else but yourself. So that's the problem. That everybody said you beautiful, giving her compliments and stuff, and nobody look at you. Everybody look past you, and that's the problem.
You know what? Off the back of this Kiki Palmer abuse stuff, yeah, I know there's a lot of women out there at the moment teaching girls that don't date a man who is not doing as well as you. Don't date a man below your station. And I agree with that, you know. If you want ease of life, go with a man that is established, yeah? But at the same time, I do have a slightly different perspective. You have to take into consideration everything else about him, not just whether he's making money or what he's doing or whether he's established. You have to look at the rest of his character. You have to be guided. For me, I think that women need to stop focusing, like being so hyper-focused on whether a man is making money or not, and they need to start also taking into consideration his character at the same time. Because you could be dating a guy that has a lot of money, that's making more money than you, and he's still going to be abusive towards you. I think we need to be specific when we say don't date a guy who is below your station. Do not date a guy who is below your station if he has low self-esteem and he operates out of his ego. Because if he has a low self-esteem, he will be jealous of you and he's going to feel less than. And a man that feels less than doesn't treat the people in his life well. There's nothing wrong with dating a guy who's not quite there yet. Because you need to ask yourself, is he still kind to me? Does he still care about my well-being? Does he play about me? Has he ever been violent? Has he ever been aggressive towards me or other people in his life? What is he doing to try and improve his situation? Is he actually trying to, is he grinding to get out of the situation that he's in? Is he the kind of person that even though he is struggling, he doesn't put that on me? He doesn't make me feel bad because I'm doing well? Is he the kind of guy that is trying to leech off of me? Or is he the kind of guy that's like, you know what, I can't do X, Y, and Z with you right now, but this is what I'm trying to do. It's the little things. I hear it. A man that's not doing well for himself could be a red flag, but he's only a red flag if his character is showing you that he's a red flag. You can date a man below your station, but at the first sign of any jealousy, hatred, abuse, get out of there.
Some men are very jealous of the attention women get because with that attention, life is easier, life is less expensive, and a lot of women are catered to while men are expected to be men. And so the same way that women look and scroll through Instagram at other women and their bodies and this and that and compare themselves to women and how they wish they could be, living that lifestyle or looking like that woman or wish they had, that person's look or whatever. Men do the same thing, except with women versus men. So a lot of these men who don't know how to get up and go get money or get a career or get a life, instead of focusing on that, they focus on women and they get upset with them. So they're literally comparing themselves as men to women, not to other men. This is where the problem is.
Just because you're a woman, that doesn't mean men can't be jealous of you.
I personally experienced this, and I didn't believe it because it's not talked about. And this real conversation is not centered, just like many. But this is very true and very real. There are some people who will attach themselves to you because they either want to be who you are or they want what you have. And they know that the closest that they can get to ever being you and having what you have is to sit right next to you, envying you. And these same people will encourage bad decisions and the things that are not best for you. They will encourage you to hate yourself and the things you have. Meanwhile, the day that you stop being you and liking what you like, they become you and take what you have.
Guys, I will be fair though and say that it makes sense that men would be jealous of women because historically men are supposed to be providers, right? They're supposed to have that more on lock than anything else, I suppose. So if they don't have that and the women are doing a better job, I guess it makes sense. I say that, but at the same time, when women find men who can cook better, clean better, take care of the house better, they're not jealous. They love that ish. So I don't know what's wrong with men, guys. But I will be fair and say, you know, we are wired differently, so I guess it's a thing for them. Fair enough. What's not okay is you acting out in this way, you becoming an abuser because of your insecurities. It's okay. Just break up with people and keep it pushing. That's like the only anthem I ever really want to hear. If you don't like something that somebody is doing that you're in a relationship with, normalize getting the out of there, skedaddle, you know, run away. Don't be abusing people's children. Don't be hurting people. Don't be, what is the point in all that? What are you getting at the end of the day? I understand why Kiki wanted to date somebody so normal, well, because we don't know this Don like that, you know, like we know her, but we don't know him. We know him because of her. So again, that's probably also where the jealousy comes from, knowing that she has all of our support, and maybe not so much him. And when he got that little taste, sorry, the African in me came out. But yeah, when he had that little taste of people supporting him and whatnot, because people came, rallied for him, didn't they? I don't want to say men, but men came. So, you know, he loved that and whatnot. I know he got carried away and stuff because this isn't it. And if you guys are in a relationship where it's one-sided or you feel like your partner is moving a little bit mad around you, please leave. It's not worth you losing your life over at all. Life has a funny way of making you believe things that are not true. Like, think how many people there are on the planet. We are populated, guys. We're very much out there. And you really think that you don't have the love of your life. Life really makes you believe that you won't find somebody if you leave this person who's not good for you, who will want you. You're too old, you're too big, you're too small, you're less educated, you're this, you're that, you're that. Come on, guys. There's billions of us on this planet, I'm telling you, and we can't all belong to like really successful people, okay? There's somebody for somebody out there. There's someone for everyone. That's the saying. So yeah, just have mercy on yourself, be gentle with yourself, defend yourself, because if there's something that men are so good at, women are always saying men have the audacity, but what men really have is self-love. They love themselves. Like, if there's something you're going to take out of this video, go out there, pick a man, any man, especially the ones that hurt you, yeah? Treat you the way they've treated themselves. You watch and see. It's love, man. It's love, baby. Love. Sorry. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. Please let me know in the comment section what you think. Is there a truth to this? Are women also secretly jealous of men in some capacity, do you think? Let's talk about it. Do you have real life examples where your partner was clearly moving mad? Or have you been that partner? More interesting. I want to know if you've been that crazy partner, because we don't hear from y'all enough. We want to know what's been going on in your heads, your thought process. We're curious. We want to know. So please let us know. Also, remember to like, comment, subscribe, switch on the notification bell so you know every time I upload. Until next time, stay safe out there. There's a bunch of dusties.
Ajipas, wabonyele chibomba. Chiga, 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 chiga,